Tape script 9.25.1.
A. Water bottles. B. Environment. C. Air pollution. D. Trash. E. Governor. F. Electrical appliances. G. Pollution. H. Taps.
End of tape script 9.25.1. Tape script 9.25.2.
A. He would make a lot of changes in our town to help with pollution and the environment. B. He would instruct everyone to turn off their taps while brushing their teeth. C. He would tell everyone to reuse their water bottles every day. D. He would make it law that everyone must use bicycles in town. E. He would encourage everyone to switch off lights and electrical appliances whenever they left a room.
End of tape script 9.25.2. Tape script 9.25.3.
1. If I were district governor, I would make a lot of changes to stop pollution destroying our environment. 2. If I were in charge, I would make everyone use cloth bags. 3. If I were in control of the town, I would create new parks. 4. If I were given the job, I would ban the chemicals used by farmers. 5. If I were elected, I would ban cars and motorbikes.
End of tape script 9.25.3. Tape script 9.25.4.
A. If you were elected, what would you do about taxes? B. If you were voted in, how would you deal with spending? C. If you were given the job, how would you improve education? D. If you were placed in charge, what would you do about health? E. If the government gave you the job, how would you create more jobs? F. If you received enough votes, what new laws would you introduce?
End of tape script 9.25.4. Tape script 9.25.5.
A. If I were elected, I would raise taxes to help the poor. B. If I were voted in, I would spend more money on saving the environment. C. If I were given the job, I would build more schools and provide training for teachers. D. If I were placed in charge, I would build free hospitals for the poor. E. If the government gave me the job, I would make sure that everyone had a good job. F. If I received enough votes, I would make it illegal to cut down trees.
End of tape script 9.25.5. Tape script 9.26.1.
Wow, look at all the dead fish. How did that happen?
The farmers could be to blame, Vuti. If farmers use too much fertilizer on their fields, it will pollute the water and kill the fish.
We need to stop this or a lot of people will go hungry. If the farmers stopped using fertilizer, the water would be cleaner.
Yes, I agree. If they use manure instead, the lakes and rivers will be cleaner.
It could also be the chemicals released by the smokestacks in town. If they release chemicals into the air, they will pollute the rain.
That's correct, Hiền. If the world's governments enforced anti-pollution laws on the businesses, the water would be a lot cleaner.
I agree with you both. If the smokestacks pollute the rain, when it rains, it will poison the rivers and lakes. And if big businesses stopped polluting the air, rivers and lakes wouldn't be as dirty as they are today.
It could have something to do with that big pipe and dirty water. It's put it into the lake.
Wow, I didn't see that. That looks like raw sewage.
If raw sewage is pumped into the lakes, it will eventually kill all of the fish. If anyone swims in this water, they will run the risk of catching a lot of diseases.
There needs to be more treatment plants. If the government invested more money in treatment plants, raw sewage wouldn't be pumped into our lakes. If we had more treatment plants, the water would be a lot cleaner.
If the water here was cleaner, we would be able to go swimming. Let's find somewhere else to swim though, because it smells really bad. And if it killed the fish, what could it do to us?
Good idea.
Okay.
Let's go!
End of tape script 9.26.1. Tape script 9.26.2. 1. If farmers use too much fertilizer on their fields, it will pollute the water and kill the fish. 2. If they use manure instead, the lakes and rivers will be cleaner. 3. If they release chemicals into the air, they will pollute the rain. 4. If the smokestacks pollute the rain, when it rains, it will poison the rivers and lakes. 5. If raw sewage is pumped into lakes, it will eventually kill all of the fish. 6. If anyone swims in this water, they will run the risk of catching a lot of diseases. End of tape script 9.26.2. Tape script 9.26.3. 1. If the farmers stopped using fertilizer, the water would be cleaner. 2. If the world's governments enforced anti-pollution laws on businesses, the water would be a lot cleaner. 3. If big businesses stopped polluting the air, rivers and lakes wouldn't be as polluted as they are today. 4. If the government invested more money in treatment plants, raw sewage wouldn't be pumped into our lakes. 5. If we had more treatment plants, the water would be a lot cleaner. 6. If the water here was cleaner, we would be able to go swimming. End of tape script 9.26.3. Tape script 9.26.4.
1. If I flew to the lake where he lived, we would meet and fall in love. 2. If we met and fell in love, we would be married in the church near the lake. 3. If we were married in the church near the lake, all of our family and friends would attend. 4. If all of our family and friends attended the weddings, we would have a fantastic time. 5. If we were married, we would have lots of children. 6. If we had lots of children, we would need a very big home. 7. If we had a very big home, our families would visit on weekends. 8. If our families visited on weekends, they would take care of the children while we went on dates together.
End of tape script 9.26.4. Tape script 9.27.1.
A. If we lose too many trees, the wildlife in the area will die. B. If we continue to cut them down, it will affect the water we drink and the air we breathe. C. If we allow deforestation to continue, it will also affect the food we eat. D. Scientists say that if deforestation continues, the world's climate will change. E. They also claim that if we don't tackle the problem, floods will become more common and animals will die.
End of tape script 9.27.1. Tape script 9.27.2.
A. If we used less paper, fewer trees would be cut for paper making. B. If we reduce our paper use by using both sides of the paper when we wrote a letter, we would use a lot less paper and save a lot of trees. C. If we reused old paper, we would also save the trees and wildlife in the forest. D. If we recycled all of our used paper products instead of throwing them away, we would also protect the forest and our environment. E. If deforestation continued at today's rate, the world's climate would change, natural disasters would become more common, and a lot of wildlife would die.
End of tape script 9.27.2. Tape script 9.27.3.
1. If you trip on a flight of stairs, you will have triplets. 2. If your eyebrows grow together, you will be very rich. 3. If your nose itches, you will kiss a fool. 4. If your cat licks its tail, it will rain. 5. If your ears burn, someone is talking about you. 6. If you sleep on your dog's pillow, you will dream its dreams.
End of tape script 9.27.3. Tape script 9.27.4. 1. The Cardamom Mountains forest plays an important role in the global climate. It keeps a lot of carbon within the forest. If we destroy the forest, the carbon will go into the air and add to global warming. 2. It is also a key part of the water cycle. A lot of water goes into the sky from trees. If we lose the forest, we will lose its ability to store water. 3. The forest protects soil from erosion. Trees shelter the soil from wind and rain, and tree roots stop soil from moving. If we cut down the forest and the soil erodes, it will reduce the ability of the soil to store water and nutrients. 4. The forest also takes lots of water, which helps stop flooding. If we cut down too many trees, rainwater will flood villages and other land in the area. 5. The forest is also a habitat for more than half of Cambodia's wildlife. It is the richest habitat in the country. If the animals lose this environment, they will eventually die out. 6. Forests provide food, shelter, medicine, and materials for making clothes, baskets, and other useful things. If the forest is lost, we will lose all of the resources it provides. End of tape script 9.27.4. Tape script 9.27.5. 1. If we destroy the forest, the carbon will go into the air and add to global warming. 2. If we lose the forest, we will lose its ability to store water. 3. If we cut down the forest and the soil erodes, it will reduce the ability of the soil to store water and nutrients. 4. If we cut down too many trees, rainwater will flood villages and other land in the area. 5. If the animals lose this environment, they will eventually die out. 6. If the forest is lost, we will lose all of the resources it provides. End of tape script 9.27.5.